Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. This is a special paid review for Nicholas. This is paid review 20 SE57. And this is a great story. Not so much the watches he's got, the story, the charisma. And just to get this story going straight, I'm just gonna log into my account so I can get the auto prompter up here, and because he sent me a few pickies, and I'd like to have the auto prompter having the pickies as I'm reading, just to reminisce. Ha 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 ha! French, ha 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 ha! Hello Archie, I hope you are well. I've sent you €50 via PayPal on your PayPal address, ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. I'm requesting a paid review for my humble 2-watch collection. I just turned 30 today and bought the watch of my dreams, a Rolex. Of course it's a Rolex. Rolex. It has to be a Rolex. Rolex, please. It's got to be a Rolex. That's just the way it goes. Okie dokie. Okay, he bought a Rolex. He got a Rolex GMT Master 2 16/7/10 from the early 2000s. Bought secondhand with box without papers for $11,800. Serviced and 2-year warranty with Rolex service. I had an amazing afternoon hesitating between a black and a Coke in the shop. No worries. So he ended up buying the Pepsi. He got the Pepsi, which look, I got to say that is a very beautiful watch. It's a gorgeous watch. Very gorgeous. Very beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's cool. It's everything you could want. Okay, the other watch is the Cartier Tank Solo. Big model, quartz, custom-made Parisian ABP crocodile strap. And it was my first watch and a love story with it. He's just turned 30, the sly devil. He was dating a 42-year-old stewardess from Air France. Oh my God! A 42-year-old French stewardess. Wow! Huh! That is. Broke up with her, but I will remember. I will remember her forever. All my life, going with her in Place Vendôme Cartier shop in Paris and drinking champagne while buying this piece brand new. It is part of my horological history, as you like to put it. I hesitated to sell it for the Pepsi, but I decided not to. Good idea. I think I made the right decision. I'm 1.80 m, 1.8 meters, 75 kilos, relatively small wrists, hence the 40ml Pepsi, love it. Currently working in IT in one of the main cloud providers as an account executive. Also love old BMW, and I have a V8 5 Series from 1997 that I restored back to almost new condition. And he says he loves driving it at 250 kilometers on the Autobahn, the German Autobahn. Have a nice day. Stay healthy. Stay positive. Please keep my last name confidential. I've tried to use big fonts. Yes, thank you, Nicholas. So I gotta tell you, tell you the absolute truth there. I'm a bit of a BMW connoisseur myself. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I had an E30, I loved my BMW E30. I loved it, and I've got to tell you, you've got the 5 Series before Bangle butchered them. And also before they went turbos, all these turbos, and you've got a V8. Some people have said the V8's a bit problematic, but you've got a 5, must be a 540i. That's a beautiful car. That was a dream car. I always loved them. I loved that shape. That was probably the best looking shape, because after this, the Bangle came out, and Chris Bangle was the designer. I didn't like. It wasn't terrible. The 7 was atrocious. What he did to the 7, he should have been jailed for. But the 5, actually, after the Chris Bangle treatment, was okay. But I got to say, your 5 Series, especially a 540i, what a beautiful car. And you have that car. It's in a gorgeous blue. I love the alloys. I love the grey, the light grey interior. The beautiful sapphire blue. I love your alloys. Don't put aftermarket alloys on it. Keep the original alloys there. Definitely do that. That's a good looking car. I love it. I absolutely love it, with the light grey interior. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful. So what do I think of your 2-piece collection? I think that's great. You've got the Rolex GMT. I mean, that is a fantastic. The Pepsi's a great piece. Beautiful, beautiful piece. No problem with that. Early 2000s. So it's got some of the, was that early 2000s? No holes case. Solid end-link, no holes case. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely the sweet spot, in my opinion. Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous watch. Just checking it now. Yes, Swiss made. That's correct. Yep. So it'll be Luminova with the holes case and solid end links. Absolutely perfect combo. The Cartier. My God, how could you sell it? You went out with a stewardess, 42-year-old stewardess from Air France. You couldn't honestly make that up. You couldn't honestly make that up. So, how long ago? Well, let's say you were 29 when this happened. You were 29. So I just want to do a bit of arithmetic, if you don't mind, because I always like to do this. So, your car itself, it's 2020. Minus 1997, it's 23 years old, right? So that means 42 minus 23. When your BMW was brand new, the Air France stewardess was 19. Yeah, I love it. You bought the Cartier, man, just to have. I hope you kept a pair of her underpants, G-strings, Air France. My God. Oh! What a story. What a life. He went out for 40. Oh my God, that's got kudos for life, man. Man, that's cooler than having a DB5. That's up there with having a DB5 Aston Martin in the garage. Man, 42-year-old Air France stewardess. Wow. I mean, you knew it wouldn't work. I mean, it couldn't possibly work. But you had a bit of a try, man, what a story. Man, I got to tell you, Nicholas, reading this story here, the watches is cool, okay? This the cool. Like, I mean, the Rolex is cool, and even Cartier, the Cartier. I'm not a big fan of the Solo, but what you've told me with this here, you went and bought it with her at Cartier. She took you in. How could you ever sell that watch? Man, that watch is worth more than anything. You bought it with. And a love story. The Tank Solo is my first watch, and a love story with a 42-year-old stewardess from Air France. Broke up with her, but I will remember all my life going with her to Place Vendôme Cartier shop in Paris and drinking champagne while buying this piece brand new. Oh my God, what a great story. What a great story. What a great story. What a great story. I hope to God you got a pair of underpants, G-strings from her, or a brassiere. Like, or a uniform, little bit of scarf from the uniform. Man, when you're on your deathbed, okay, when you're on your deathbed, you know, how old, 30, 50 years time, what are you going to be remembering? The nagging bitch you ended up marrying? Or are you going to remember? Oh, yes, I had a 90s BMW 5 Series, the V8. And I was dating a stewardess from Air France. Ooh. Man, that story, you could just have that story in your head forever. And that's what it is. That's what it is. And I got to tell you, man, I'd never sell that watch. That watch is worth more than anything. The story, what a beautiful thing. And the good thing is you can always go back to her, 5-10 years down the track. And what a cool, man, I love it. I love it. Man, I reading this story here. Beamers. I love me Beamers. I love my Beamers. I love them. You know what? I reckon that could be a great idea. Buy a used 90s 5 Series. What a great idea. I never thought of that. What a cool idea. A Beamer. Get a nice Beamer. And what a cool story, man. Air France. Oh my God. My God. Yeah, don't sell the Cartier. It's sacrilege to do that, man. What a story. This is what it is. It's not about, the money you make out of these watches. It's the story, the memories. I desperately wanted to go out with a Asian doctor, okay? And when I was going out with her, I was wearing my 6006, okay? And then I remember the day I took it into the bank safe, put it in, and I took out my 5127. From that point on, the relationship just went cactus. She rang me. She discovered I was still sort of married. And it ended badly. But to me, the 6006, I was suave and sophisticated enough to make all the right moves. And that's the same thing with the Cartier. That relationship, they go bad. They go really, really bad. But it's the croissant fair of the memory. Ooh, I get it. I get this. I understand the 5 Series 100%. I understand the Cartier. Beautiful 2-piece collection. What would I add next? I'd add an Omega Speedmaster. Man on the moon! Add a man on the moon. Never sell the Cartier. Add a man on the moon. And probably down the track, add a Tudor. Tudor, 58 Black Bay. That's what I would do. Love the Beamer. Love the story. I salute you. I'm ArchieLuxury. That's been a paid review for Nicholas. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need these paid reviews to keep me full-time on YouTube. Without these paid reviews, I'm desperate. Guys, I'm selling fridge space. 3 months on the fridge, position A1, $160. B1, $200. Guys, promote your business. Do something. Help me, guys. I can't survive on YouTube without your help. $50 I'll do a paid review. I'll tell you what I think. What a story. If only he'd sent me the G-string. The G-string. The G's. Don't worry, I've got my own. Singapore. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury. And who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.